what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie all day. Oh, I'm pretty excited. Because I have been holding on to this one since Blade Show. This is from Kratos Knives, or actually not just Kratos Knives, or Kratos, I believe, Sporting Goods is the whole thing. Kratos, Kratos, sportinggoods.com, and they're Kratos Knives. Now, they don't just sell OTFs, they also sell fixed blades and different things. But these, man, these took me by surprise. Now, you can see how snappy and easy it is to open. I'm going to tell you, man, they have them on their website that they had the MSRP with a little line through it, $85. I think it's worth, to me, I mean, this is more than $85 if you know anything about OTFs. But they're on sale for $69.99, $70 for an OTF that is super snappy and super familiar with some of those that are between $300 and $500. What you're getting is a 5 1/4 inch package. You're looking at 8 3/4 inch overall, so you have a 3 1/2 inch blade, and it is beautiful. I think the one online, I think they're sold out of the one without the black, but they have the one where it's black here and black in the middle, and then this centerpiece is polished, and it looks amazing. I think they even have black hardware here on that with silver hardware, and it should come with a sheath. But you can see, just like the competitors, it has a lanyard hole. It has a really nice pocket clip. They are a family-owned business, made not just in USA, but they're down in Daytona Beach, Florida. The steel on this one is 440C, not 440, 440C. This is the stuff that Gil Hibben used to use on all his customs, not the United Cutlery Gil Hibben remakes. Gil Hibben's actual blades. He was a master at 440C. You're going to find that a lot with like Outback Knives, and a whole bunch of different companies will use it because it is an amazing steel, especially when it's heat treated right. Is this one heat treated right? Who knows? We're going to find out. First, I want to find out if it's sharp. Let's see. Oh, hey. Hey, Kratos Knives. It is, I hope you can see that, razor sharp. So that did a whole lot of nice little shaving there. Some shaving with Kratos Knives. So the blow it off. So the edge is really good. The handle is really comfortable. The actuator, the thumb switch, is super simple to use. And I know a lot of people talk about the competitors and they say, oh, it's really hard to work with my thumb. This is so easy, and you see how snappy it is. Now, on a lot of different competitors' knives, they stop, like if you hit a plastic bag, they generally disengage. This one, I just poked it through a plastic bag to see if it would, and went straight through and fully engaged. I'll try it again and see if it wasn't a fluke. But I have to say, this thing is really, really nice. Hold on, I want to pull something out. Hold on. All right, so this is the Microtech Ultratech, right? Next to the Kratos blade, right? You can see it's a little bit bigger than the Ultratech. Same kind of snappy. Same kind of snappy, same kind of comfort. You're going to see they wanted to make a really, really nice competitive blade in a whole competitive package, and they did. They really did. And when I say it's going to be familiar, look at the grooves, right? So because it's built the way it is, people who own these and are used to these and love these are going to really love this because it's so familiar. Now, in order to make a knife and sell the knife to profit, it has to be at least 5% different from a similar already done knife. This one is more than 5% difference. It's got size difference. It's got blade difference. And I know they look really, really similar, but they have that minimum of 5% difference. And what this is doing is it's giving people who love these but can't afford them an affordable option that's going to do the same trick. I just dropped the Combat Trudon, which I was going to show you next. So here's the Combat Trudon. So you can see that it's kind of in between the two. Now this is the one, oh, I oiled the hell out of it. I got to stop oiling the snot out of it. It's so wet right now. Ugh. But the Combat Trudon is the one people complain about, that they think it's really hard to open. It's really hard to operate, where I haven't seen that problem, but a lot of people do. So you can see that it's obviously more than 5% difference here. So knife for knife, I mean, this one is really expensive. This one is really inexpensive. This one is really wet. This one's really dry. I gotta let that dry out. But you can see $70 freaking dollars. Let's see if it works as good as those. Come on now. All right, so this is the piece of plastic. I walked in here and I went like this, and I did that. It went straight through and engaged. It locked. Some of the other ones, when they hit something, they immediately disengage. The blade stops moving. I do like that it's able to get through something easy. That way, if you are up close or whatever, you have less of a chance of it breezing by something and not opening, and then you're screwed if it's a thing that you need when you need it. Let's take it outside. We got some good sunlight today, so you get to check this thing out in the light. Remember, it is USA made. It is really freaking well made. It's beautiful, and they have an SE-like warranty, where if something goes wrong with your knife, take a picture of it, send the picture, and they'll either replace a knife or fix the one. But I think he said they replace it. If you break it, they replace it. And I really like that. I think that's a stand-up kind of thing. That's what you want in a knife company, and that's what they give you. And being in Florida, they're easy to get They're easy to get a hold of and in contact with, and you should have no problems, unlike I am with my thing. All right, so let's move that. It's a couple 4-foot drops, and we'll see how that bite goes. It does have a really nice pointy dagger tip, and that's what this is. It's the dagger. I don't know if I told you that. It's an OTF dagger. So 4-foot drops, the thing is really, really nice bite. Really nice bite. Do a couple hard downwards. Bam. Let's try again. Bam. All right, let's make sure it's still clicking. Look how deep that thing went. In, out, in, out. It is not collapsing. And if you're wondering if I'm hitting it hard, I'm a big, strong dude. I'm punching it into this wood. You can see right there is the line where it's going in. It's just doing good, man. It's just doing good, brothers. All right, so, and sisters, let's try a push cut. I don't know if I'm going to have the angle on it. So I'm putting a ton of pressure onto this knife, creating a whole lot of pressure here. Going with the tip puts a lot of weight in this access point. No problem, no problem. Fan-freaking-tastic. All right, so let's see here. Let's see this edge geometry. This stick is so dry. All right, oh, it's nice and green on the inside though. All right, so edge geometry, I'm able to get off the skin without carving the wood. So now I want to dig a little deeper. Oh, I need a fatter piece. I need a fatter piece for that. So let's see. I just want to take the skin off without carving the wood. You can see it's still green right there. So it's got the edge geometry where you can do delicate cuts. And now let's see if we want to do bigger cuts. Just change the angle of the blade, and it's just going to work. It's just going to work. Now remember, this is a self-defense OTF EDC. This is not your camp blade. This is not your kitchen blade, nothing like that. What we want to know is if it's your only blade and it's what you're carrying and you end up in a situation where you need to survive, are you going to be able to do things like make your pit spikes and tent spikes and spears and arrowheads in case you have to survive? You're going to definitely be able to use this area right here to strike a ferro rod, and you'd be able to start a fire without a doubt. The good thing is you'll be able to also feather stick. So if you do need to start that fire, you're going to be able to do whatever you need to do to get yourself a nice nest, a nice bundle, so you can live. You know, I mean, you're going to need heat, you're going to need to boil water. Whatever happens, if you get stuck in a situation where you need a knife to knife, you want to make sure that that thing's going to work. I don't see why this one won't. I don't see it. So far, so good. All right. So what happens if you do make yourself a nice little spear and you bag yourself an animal and you have to take it apart? Well, let's see. Am I going to be able to skin with it? Oh, I'll go this way so I don't cut my own hand off. I probably should aim you guys toward that. Look at that, right through the threading. It's got the rubber inside. I'm able to go through literally all the layers. Rubber, leather, and then there's like a cloth layer in there. Let's see, look at this. So am I going to be able to make myself warmth or take apart an animal so I can feed myself? Absolutely. Is the knife still going to work? Full of sap, full of dirt, full of nastiness. It's still kicking. Still kicking. I'm like that soccer ball. Hold on. So the ergonomics of this blade are flawless. It gets around fast in the hand. It does what you want to do with it. Let's see here. I throw it sideways into a tree. I'm trying to get it to stick. It's hard throwing a knife that's weighted different, but I mean, eventually it's gonna work. And you can see it went pretty good. So that's not so bad. And again, and look how dirty and nasty this thing is now. Full of sap, full of crap. Not like actual crap, that would be disgusting. Yeah, that was kind of gross. So it's just gonna keep on going, man. I'm really, really liking what they're doing over there. These guys, first of all, the guys were really cool. They were great guys. I'm looking to make sure that nothing loosened and nothing separated. That's the beauty about missing a throw, is you get to see, okay, well, is it strong? Yeah. I mean, absolutely. So this thing is still just going. It's still on the rails. It's still just holding. That's not so bad, man. I mean, you think about the price difference. That's incredible. So now, batoning is a little difficult on a knife like this because it is double-edged and it is not made to do this. So I'm only doing it in the name of science. And unlike other channels, I'm not doing it to try and break it. I'm doing it to show you that if you need an emergency knife and it's the only knife you have, then you should be going to want to make sure it's nice and straight. Still, it is. It's going right through a knot. Right through a knot. We'll show you. Bam. I mean, come on. It's an OTF. Guys, that's not what it's for. It's for this. Get out of here. It's for when Bigfoot tries to rob you at the ATM and you need to defend yourself against Sasquatch. This thing is sweet, man. If you are a big Microtech fan and you've always wanted one but couldn't afford one and thought, damn, I wish somebody would make one that's affordable. Daytona Beach, Florida. These guys did. Kratos did. Can I recommend one? Abso-freaking-lutely. This thing is really, really good. It's an OTF wanter's dream to be able to pay less to have more. And this is the kind of company that these prices might not stay like that forever. Once they launch, once they really take off, who knows? I mean, these guys could end up going really far, really fast, and that price tag could go. But again, they're really good dudes, man. So who knows? They might do whatever it takes to keep the price down, which is something I can appreciate. And they even have a different level of these. They have a high performance model with all aluminum and titaniums and blah 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 and this and that. I'll tell you what though. Come on, man. $70 for an OTF that you can throw into a tree. Don't recommend it. That you can throw into a freaking tree and it's going to survive. I'm going to clean this blade. I'm going to put it in my pocket and I'm going to carry it. I carried this the whole time at Blade Show. As soon as it got in my pocket, it stayed with me. It stayed. I freaking love it. Sweet knife. Great company. Great people. Check them out. I'm going to put the link below. Love it. Hi, I'm Donnie B all day. Until next knife.